Black is a colour. Black is a shade. Hello. Black is the wave. Oh my leg. I made myself laugh. I sound like one of those whole tabs on Twitter. Hi guys, it's me, Ray, and welcome to another video of mine. Guys, before we get started, I'm gonna need you to do a couple of things. First off, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to press that bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling, so you can keep updated of anytime I upload a video. Guys, today we are going to be talking about why does everybody want to be black. If you want to find out more, then make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be basically culturally appropriating myself today. Love it. I'm wearing my African boo-boo. What? I got this in the Gambia. Cool story. Went to church. I love Adventists. They're the cutest. Went to church and befriended this girl and her mum, and we were in the Gambia like for a very short period of time. Then they said, "Oh, can we visit you?" So they came to our house where we were staying, and then she legit got my friend a whole African outfit, and then she got me this cute little thing. I haven't worn this for the longest, but I've been wearing it recently, and it's just so pretty. It just African gang. Yeah, West Africa stand up gang. Yes, so West Side. I'm Nigerian Ghanaian, if you're ever wondering. British born and beaten bred. But no, and I've got my afro out, but if you know my channel, girl always has her real hair out, fam. No sleek edges, we that fire there. I don't even know why I just go really urban sometimes. Yes, let's go. Okay, let's talk. So, what is black? Black is a colour. Black is a shade. Hello. Black is the wave. Oh my leg. I made myself laugh. I sound like one of those whole tabs on Twitter. I am black. I am proud. Black on black on black on black on black on. Sorry. Okay, black is technically a shade, right? But when we're talking about people, we are often referring to those who are from the African continent. But but then we can say everybody black because science be out here telling people that everybody came from Africa. As for me and my house, I came from Noah. So we had Adam messed up, then Noah was here, then there was a flood, everybody disappeared, then we are the descendants of Noah. Then me, I'll be the descendant of Ham, one of Noah's sons, or Cush, because they went to Africa, and that's where we get this chocolate skin. Questions I want to ask God when I get to heaven about our hair and our skin, but I digress. So black tends to be referring to those who are of African descent. So those who were from the continent, left the continent forcefully or voluntarily. So that is black in a nutshell. I like to, if I'm going to go further, someone who is black in my opinion, and I think scientifically, and it just makes sense even though there's all these other little things coming into play, is someone who has both parents who are black. So your mum is black, your dad is black. So if you have mixed parents, in my opinion, you mixed. I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to use it anyway for the benefit of this video, and it's not to cause any offense, it's to create some content. So in South Africa during the apartheid
in South Africa crumbled after Nelson Mandela walked to freedom, but black people suffered decades of government-backed injustice before it did. Apartheid really began in 1948, but separating black Africans from the white minority had long been a policy aim. Laws made white people officially superior, and the large black majority faced discrimination in every aspect of their lives. Living, doing business or owning land in white areas was banned. There were separate public facilities, transport and schools. Interracial marriage was banned.
And it's still very much a thing today. So whites were whites, those who were white from European descent. Then you had blacks who were those from African descent. Then you have Asians, typically who were from either East Asia, South Asia, and then you have, even this is now, and then you had the term coloured. Ooh, girl, that word made it up.
I'm a coloured. I call myself a coloured because through the apartheid government, we were given that name, colored. My grandmother is Scottish, and my grandfather is a Zulu.
What is a colored? Because I can't see myself as a colored. Because that identity was forced onto me. How would you identify the term colored from your perspective?
Yeah.
See, the easy definition would be people of mixed heritage.
But that word was often used for those who were mixed, that they had maybe black, white, Asian in them, and that's a term that they even use to this day to refer to themselves. So I have a friend, hey girl, she is a cunt. And I hope you're not gonna get angry. I love you to bits, honestly, I love her. Her parents were both mixed race, and she's from southern part of Africa. She's from Zim Zim. She's from Zimbabwe, and that was also that term is also used there as well as South Africa. In the UK, we are black and other shades, and if you're mixed race, it's apparent maybe black, white, Asian, and like 2 ethnicities or races or whatever. In America, from what I've learned over the years, there's something called the one drop rule, and I recently learned that no other race of people have that type of rule, and I think it's very problematic.
One of the distinguishing features of American racial politics is that if you, in many respects, if you are of apparent African ancestry at all, you're black. Doesn't mean, Plessy versus Ferguson. The plaintiff in that case was a quote, black person who was 7/8 white. Didn't matter. That eighth of blackness made you black. A lot of black people have come to like the one-drop rule because functionally it is helpful in many respects. If you think about some of the most important leaders in African American history, W.E.B. Du Bois. In other regimes, in other nations, he might not be viewed as black. Frederick Douglass's father was white, the great Frederick Douglass. But, one drop rule, black.
If you've got a little bit of black in you, you're black. And it's like, I don't think it's not that cookie cutter really the case. No, come for me in the comments if you will, but let's talk about science, because nowadays everyone loves to talk so much about science and not enough about God. So scientifically, if something is black and another person something else is black, that comes together, it's what? Black. Something is white, something is black, comes together, it's mixed. It's not black, it's not white, it's a bit of both. It's black and it's white. It's not just black, it's not just white. Okay? It's like, say, 1 + 1, 2. One thing here, one thing, boom. Sure you get, as we say in Nigeria, sure you get. Right. So why does everybody want to be black? So for the longest, until this day, blacks are, typically ridiculed for their blackness and made to feel as, I think Edward Said puts it, as the other. Not just blacks, as other communities as well. But today I'm talking about blacks. I love that word, black people. So they were ostracized till this day, ridiculed, mocked, made fun of, questioned about our skin, girl, you black, my people were questioned about a number of things. Even in, I'm not going to call it antiquity, but in like the 1800s, you have cases where Sarah, I can't pronounce the last name, was put in a zoo. There were human zoos in New York, displaying the blackness of people, and their features are features, and it's just a bit like, that's a bit strange and evil.
In 1906, there was an exhibit at the Bronx Zoo in New York, called the Monkey House. This was originally a human zoo. A Congolese man named Ota Benga was exhibited with a monkey. The people who came to see these exhibits astonished. They used their cultural practices as a show to the public, such as using their archery skills and weaving skills as a performance act. These people placed him in the same category as an animal. Similar to Ota Benga, Sartji Bartman was also placed on display as a living, breathing exhibit. Bartman was a black woman who had a health condition called steatopygia. Steatopygia is an excessive development and buildup of fat in the lower areas of the body, commonly in women of African descent. Due to Bartman's symptoms, her body features were put on display at London's Piccadilly Circus as an attraction for the public eye. Her private areas and large buttocks were considered exotic and unusual. Wealthy customers paid for private shows in their homes, where she was touched like...
I watched a video, probably not going to find it, where a guy was doing upholstery on a chair, and within the chair you had cotton, and you literally had wads of afro hair within the chair.
All right, I want everybody to see this. This is not propaganda at all. This chair right here is 200 years old. This 200-year-old chair came from somewhere in North Georgia. We are restoring this chair. So what we're doing, we got to take this chair and make it look brand new. But I want y'all to see. Now, I actually asked and I got into the details of it. I didn't just assume. I want y'all to see this. Usually old ancient chairs like this, you fill them with whatever you can get your hands on is what you fill them with. This one apparently has cotton. This is hand-picked cotton, been sat on for over 200 years, and it's horrible. But it's made with solid wood, so it's gonna last forever. But I want y'all to see this. This is human hair. This is literally human hair. Imagine how many slaves it took to put human hair in this seat.
So we were always seen as the other, and in some instances seen as beasts and animalistic and yada yada yada. But black is beautiful, as my daddy used to make us say growing up. I'm black and I'm proud. Hello, love you, daddy. So why does everybody want to be black? So the tables have turned, and for the longest we've known that everybody, you know, typical disclaimer, everybody, oh, life's better. But the tables have turned a little bit, and more people are acknowledging out loud the amazingness of blackness, the talent within our community, our ability. And it's not a case where, you know, we're like, I'm not sure my talent. It just comes out. We just exude talent and all these amazing things. And people like to be associated with good thing. My friend always said, people know they like bad thing. People like good thing. People know they like bad thing. My pidgin English is not the one, fam. Blame born and bred in it. The UK is long anyway, yeah. So people, in short, people like good things, and people want to be associated with good things. And if now blacks are seen as this we're seeing this amazing group of people that can do X, Y, and Z and are talented and are coming up with all these amazing ideas, people want to be associated with that. And that's one of the reasons why more and more people want to be seen as black, because of the associations with blackness and its positivity. Another reason is that many people seem to prefer the struggle and coming out of the struggle and being able to beat the odds and things like that. And unfortunately that is the narrative for a lot of us blacks, in terms of we're from a struggling background, and by God's grace we have beaten the odds. But we have areas, I roll my eyes, and God help Nigeria, God help Nigeria, we ain't gonna cry today. But we have areas in the world where there is still a constant struggle. There is still a battle for blacks, you know, especially those on the continent, in the Caribbean, in the Americas, even here in the UK as well. But our struggle may not be as severe as our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and in parts of Asia as well. How can I forget? And Africa, you know, and even Latin America, you know, South America. So yeah, so there's also that thing of, you know, I'm black, I've struggled, I get it, you know, to get that relatability and that connection and things like that. That's one of the reasons why people, in my opinion, like to be associated with blackness, you know. And yeah, I get it. You have people that are modern day, what do they call it? Is it coons? Or modern day gollywogs, but reverse. No, actually, no, it's not reverse rage, yeah.
The gollywog was first created in a children's book in the late 1800s. The character was based on actors in a type of show that existed back then, called a minstrel show, that made fun of people of African descent. While gollywogs were pretty popular up until the 1970s, many find them offensive because they represent the racism faced by African American people.
You've got white people like that Rachel Dozer lady who literally for years went and made out she was a black woman. That is gollywog, that is minstrel, that's a minstrel right there.
Let me just ask you plainly, have you ever lied about your race?
No, because never have I been asked, are you human or not human, right? So yeah,
those words
race as a construct, again, as a fluid understanding. So I would say no.
You know when someone asks you, are you black? Are you African American? You know exactly what they're asking you. And for you to say yes, is that an honest answer?
When somebody asks, are you black, which I actually don't get asked very often, until recently, since a few days ago, then I say, yeah, I do, yeah, I am black.
Have you changed your skin color?
You know, because you know, empathetic and I can empathize, I get the struggle, and I've been able to beat the odds. And, excuse me. And unfortunately, there's this association that blacks, we're not doing that much. So if you can somehow prove yourself in the black community, you're more likely to be seen as, wow, you're doing amazing, because apparently we don't do much. But we invented traffic lights, we invented the cone. We did the first open heart surgery from what I recall. But we ain't doing much. Yeah, so there's that as well. Like, people love a rags to riches story, and that for me is just like whatever. Struggling ain't cute, trust me. It's not cute, it's never gonna be cute, okay? I think also another thing is people want to prove that they're not racist. There's a term we use here, you know, in the UK, you know, I'm not a racist, and then the apparent racist will go on to spew comments where they begin to evidence things that apparently revoke your racist card. I'm not a racist, I've got a black boyfriend. I'm not a racist, my grandkids are coloured. I'm not a racist, I sit next to black people on the bus. Somebody come and get whoever, people that make this, you know what I mean? So there's that thing of everybody wants to be black or associate with blackness to prove that they are distant from their former, their ancestors who were very openly and overtly racist. They don't want to be associated with that. So there's this embracing of black culture and this embracing of lingo and mannerisms that are typically associated with black people. I'm not going to say they're black, I'm going to just use that term again. They are typically associated with black people because there's things that I do that apparently will be associated with white people. No, it's not. I live in the UK. Hello. One being, I'm doing it now. You know, sometimes when I'm really tired, the Cockney really comes out. Do you know what I mean? I say house instead of house sometimes. You know, I interchange, you know, and I say brilliant a lot. I say brilliant, and I genuinely enjoy talking about the weather. That's just a British thing, man. That's just, it's a London thing. It's a British thing. It's a London thing. Yeah, so there is that. This video, I'm now going to close it up. Please let me know your comments down below. Why does everybody want to be black? People out here wearing dashiki, eating jollof rice to prove that they're black. The last time I had jollof rice was, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. That maybe my black card should be revoked. And I always wear European clothes. But when I'm going to bed, I wear my African boo-boo Lloyd with a Western robe. Hello. Anyway, guys, let me know your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Ray.
Black History Month.
We need a longer month.
Black History Month, we need the whole year.
We need a longer
Black History
month.
Year. How about Black History Year for 1 year?
Yeah.
Out of every 2 years. 1 year, Black History Year.
All right.